Real estate agents, baby boomers will make up the largest percentage of sellers in 2024. Today, I'm going to give you a lead magnet you can use as an item of value and goodwill in exchange for getting that baby boomer's contact information so you can sell more homes. Are you ready? Let's go. Well, good morning. I am so thankful that you're here with me today. I'm really excited about what I have to go through today. I think you're going to like it as well. I've been working on a little something to target the largest percentage of home sellers, which are the baby boomers. And so I'm excited to share that with you today and show you something cool that I think is going to be really impactful for your business. So how are you? How is 2024 shaping out for you so far? I hope it's going really well. It occurred to me that we are already 8% done with this year. 8%. Like, can you believe it? It just seems like just yesterday we were ringing in the new year, and now 8% of the year is already gone. So I hope that you are taking consistent, meaningful action in your business. You're here with me today, so I know you're excited about learning and implementing and really being that local provider for your real estate market. So what I'm going to share with us today, I think, is really exciting. We know that the largest percentage of sellers are baby boomers. It was last year, and we know that this year it is likely to be the same. So I have some data I'm going to share with you on that. And what we also know about baby boomers and what we're seeing here at Zoodealio is a lot of them are very likely to accept a cash offer. So many of them find themselves in a transition. Maybe they're downsizing, maybe they're moving on to, that next phase of life. And what we see here at Zoodealio is a lot of baby boomers are accepting the cash offers, especially the cash plus offer with that cool, refresh, repair, renovate strategy that can really allow them to sell their home for more money and maximize the return on their investment. And so because of that, I think it's really important that we take some time to figure out how can we best target this demographic. And so what I have for us today is just that. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. We're going to go through a lead magnet for targeting baby boomers by offering them a item of value and goodwill in exchange for their contact information. And if you've been following along on Elliot's calls, he's really been using the value ladder and lead magnets and talking about all of these things to really put out into the marketplace, capture leads, build your database, build your email list so that you can, have this ecosystem of people that know you, they're starting to like you, they're forming trust with you, and then you can retarget them over and over and over again. And so today we're going to take a specific look at this item of value and goodwill geared towards baby boomers. So I wanted to just kind of go through some data for us. And did that just change for you? Like I mentioned, I'm using a different slideshow mechanism today. I'm in Canva today. And if it looks a little different, let me know. But hopefully you can see this whole screen. And we have now the composition of homeownership by age up on the screen. Okay, good. It looks fine. Great. Thank you. So what we know is that the majority of homeowners are in the baby boomer demographic. And if you look here at this chart, it shows the percentage makeup. This was a really great kind of digest from Construction Coverage. It's really recent. They just published all of this data, and I've got them cited down at the bottom, so you can go check it out if you want to go get that research. But here's what I want to show us. Last year, we delved into who was going to be selling their home in 2024. And we knew that the baby boomer demographic was going to be the largest. They were last year, and we anticipate they will be this year and probably for the next several years as they start to make their transition. And what we know is that a lot of baby boomers own their homes free and clear, right? So we have this, this demographic, and a lot of them own their homes outright, and a lot of them are going to be selling. And the Cash Plus has been such an amazing tool for baby boomers to maximize their value. And we're seeing this play out all across the United States, across different markets. We just had one that we started in Santa Barbara, California. We have another one that we just started in Denver, Colorado. We have another one we just started here in the Phoenix, Arizona market. We just had another one that we just started in Dallas. We just had one that started in Georgia. We've got one that just started in Florida. So we're seeing, more of the baby boomers accept this Cash Plus offer. And one of the reasons why is because of the repair component. And so if you think about what that process is going to look like for this individual as they're selling their home and they're transitioning into that next phase of life, a lot of them are having to downsize pretty drastically. So they're downsizing, they're, really getting rid of a lot of their personal possessions, and they're, kind of moving into a more minimalistic phase of life. And as they're doing this, a lot of these individuals have lived in their homes for a very long time. So some of the stories that we're hearing is that, hey, we've lived in this home for 20 years. And during that 20 years, we've not really done anything to update or refresh or renovate this home. And so what they know is that when they go to bring the home to market, there are likely some things that need to be done to the home in order to really maximize its appeal and get top dollar for the home. And the really cool thing about the Cash Plus strategy is it allows them to do that, and it allows them to do it without having to do it because they partner with the program buyer to do it. And when the program buyer goes in and makes those repairs, they're going to do it after that homeowner has already moved out. And so it's really, it's been really remarkable because it gives the seller that first cash payout, and then they're able to move out. The program buyer goes in, makes the repairs and the renovations, and then based on that, the house sells for more on the open market. And so we're having a lot of cool success stories. So I thought it would be cool to delve into a tool we can use to target more baby boomers so that we can bring this offering out into the world and share that with them and sell more houses. What we have here is the percentage of baby boomers based on the state. And so as we're kind of looking at this, you can find your state and you can see what that percentage looks like in your state. So here in Arizona, we have 39.2% of baby boomers that own homes. You can look at that percentage. Number one is Delaware, and the state with the least amount of baby boomer percentage share of homeownership is Utah. So as you're kind of looking across there, we're gonna delve a little bit deeper into this because I have the data more localized for us, which I think is kind of cool. So let me go ahead and share that with you in the next slide here. This is the smallest metros with the most and the fewest baby boomers. And so what they defined as the small metros was a population under 350,000. And so along the left, you're going to see the top metros. So we've got some Florida, we've got Arizona, more Florida, more Arizona. So you can look there and you can kind of see where those small metros are. And then along the right are the least. Those are the least amount of percentage of baby boomers. And then I also have here it broken down by median mid-size metros. And this is defined as a population between 350,000 and just under 1 million. And so you can see where those markets are. Just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea, maybe if you're looking in your area trying to figure out what is a percentage in your area, hopefully this gives you a little bit more insight. And then the next source is going to be the large metros. And large metros are defined as a population over 1 million. And if we look here, the top metro over 1 million is Tucson, Arizona. So Tucson, Arizona has a really high concentration of baby boomers that own homes. And so does Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So there you go. Rochester, New York, Tampa, Florida, Buffalo, New York, Los Angeles, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Ohio, Providence, New York, Memphis, Jacksonville, Sacramento, and Boston. So those are going to be your top metros. And then you see the bottom metros on the other side. So this just kind of gives us a good idea of what this percentage looks like across the country and how that data kind of shakes out in your local area. So wanted to give you a little bit of clarity on that. And then here it is broken up by state. So we can see the state by state. This is just the top 15 and the bottom 15. So when we look at the top 15, you can see that Delaware, New Hampshire, the northeastern states definitely had a really high share. Hawaii, large percentage, Vermont, Maine, Montana, Florida. And then rounding out the top states is Arizona at 15, and then you can see the bottom states alongside the other side. So the bottom state is Utah with the least percentage of baby boomers that own homes. So again, just kind of cool to see this, and we see the data play out day in and day out, and it's nice to kind of see where we stand across the country. So what I'm going to kind of dive into now is what are some of the downsizing challenges and aspirations that baby boomers have. And what I did is I prompted ChatGPT to do some research for me and to give me the 10 frustrations, desires, and fears that baby boomers have when considering downsizing and when moving. And so what it did is it gave me back all of this information, and someone just said they have nowhere to go. And I think that is on here, is finding that replacement home and what that's going to look like. But we can look at their frustrations, emotional attachment to belongings, overwhelmed by the process, sorting and decluttering, letting go of sentimental items, downsizing family heirlooms, finding suitable housing options. There it was, Kathleen. Dealing with paperwork and logistics, selling or disposing of possessions, deciding what to keep and what to part with, transitioning to a smaller space. And then we have their desires, simplifying their life, reducing clutter, finding a smaller, more manageable home, financial security. And I don't need to read these all out. But what's cool, and the best marketing, I believe, it speaks to what the person is already thinking. It really speaks to them, and when we have the best marketing, it connects to what we're already thinking. And when somebody can connect to what you're already thinking, they got your attention. Because if you hear a message and you resonate with it, you're gonna listen. And so I think that it was important to kind of do a little bit of research in this, because based on this research, I was able to extract out and create this ebook that I'm gonna share with you here in just a moment that kind of incorporates all of these items into it. And so we know it's a really tumultuous time of life. What we also know is many of these baby boomers are going to be in this consideration phase for a bit. And so it's not like they're gonna pack up, move today. They're gonna be in this phase where they're contemplating making this transition over the next few years. And so what's important is that we're not only capturing them, but we're incubating them so that when it is time for them to make a move, we are that trusted advisor that they think of, that they do business with. And so I thought it was really important that we just took a little bit of time and, got this data and extracted it. And I used ChatGPT to do it because ChatGPT is amazing. I even had ChatGPT lay out this grid for me. So it gave me all of the answers in this table format. If you're curious what the prompt was that I used, hit me up. I'm happy to share it with you. Okay, so then based on this, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the sequence for creating a lead magnet for baby boomers. It starts with a compelling ad. So we're going to start with an ad, and that ad is going to offer an item of value. And when we offer the item of value, it is in exchange for their contact information. And so once we receive that contact information, we're going to send the item of value. We're going to make contact. I want you to pick up the phone and call them and, try and get an understanding of where they're at in that journey. And then the next sequence is I highly recommend that you add them to Blast so that they can be getting a monthly update from you on their real value and then the cash offers and options that are available to them. And just a moment to share some exciting stuff with you. Our Blast page is going through a massive overhaul, and I can't show it to you yet. Potentially, I can on my next call, which, if you remember, Elliot and I switch off Mondays, so I've got this Monday, so he'll be next Monday. I will be back with you the Monday after. So hopefully by that Monday, which is 2 weeks from today, I'll be able to show you the updated Blast page. It is going through an insane overhaul. It is amazing. We are pulling in all sorts of different data. It is going to give that homeowner a look at not just their real value and the cash offers and options that are available to them, but we're also pulling in short-term rental information so that they can see what their home would fetch on Airbnb or a VRBO. We're pulling in long-term rental information. We're pulling in a calculator so they can calculate their rent versus sell analysis. And we're pulling in their equity so that they can see their equity trends. We're also giving them the ability to add other properties so that they can see their entire portfolio. And you are going to love it because we rolled out Blast a couple months ago, and it's been a little bumpy. And so we've been working hard at innovating on that and then also making the upload of your contact list even smoother. So if you've been having any troubles with Blast, I'm just going to encourage you to reach out to our support team. We want to make sure that we get you on our list so that when we release the updated version of Blast, you get it first. So just wanted to give a little plug on that and let you know kind of where we're at and where that stands. But the update, it's amazing. I mean, this is a product that I believe trumps HomeBot. And HomeBot has been the leader in this space, but what we're doing with it takes it to that next level, because not only do we give them all of that data on their home, but we also show them their cash offers and how those trend over time as well. So it's going to be really cool. You do not want to miss that update. All right. So we're going to start with a compelling ad. So the whole purpose of this is to lead generate with a purpose, offering value, offering goodwill, and then in exchange for their contact information, we're going to give them the item of value. And so I have a couple ads that you can use to do just that. So the first one, this is great for a social media post, or you could run this as a Facebook ad. If you look at the usage of social media platforms by demographic, what you're going to learn is that Facebook has the highest percentage of baby boomers that use it. And so this would be great as a Facebook post, as a Facebook ad. Don't discriminate though. You can also use it on your Instagram if you would like. And I just have here a sample ad, which is the graphic is just a copy of the guide, and I'm going to show you the guide here in just a moment, but it's just the front page of the guide screenshotted with a little download button on it. It's really simple. And then the ad copy is along the left-hand side. Unlock your downsizing journey. Are you a baby boomer ready to embrace a more fulfilling and streamlined lifestyle? Discover the secrets to successful downsizing in our free ebook, The Smooth Transitions: A Baby Boomer's Guide to Downsizing and Maximizing Home Value. And it just kind of goes through what they can expect from this guide and then also lets them know how to get it. And so what I recommend for how to get it is hopefully you're using some sort of link in your bio, like a link tree, and you can add this guide to the link tree so that they click it. It prompts them to enter their information and download it. I'm also going to show you a mini chat automation because I've been doing a few of those and showing those over the past several months. So I did make a mini chat automation for this as well. If you're using mini chat, you can use an automation to streamline this process so you're not having to do it yourself. So this is the still image, just the ad, the Facebook post. I also created a video because videos perform really well, especially if you're running it like on Facebook. If you're going to run it as an ad, a video ad performs really well. And so the next item I want to show you is just that. It's the video version of the ad.
If you're a baby boomer considering making a move, it can feel like stepping into the unknown. The decision to downsize often comes with a lot of questions. You're not alone in this journey. Our free ebook is designed to bring you clarity through this process. We'll help you navigate the intricacies of downsizing so it can feel a lot less daunting. Comment downsize to download the free ebook today. Your dream lifestyle awaits.
The takeaway is that you can take this script and in about 3 to 5 minutes, you can create this video. And I know you can because that's what I did. And it just took me a couple minutes. I recorded it in Instagram. I used the Instagram Reel functionality to record it. And when I record an Instagram Reel, I will just record one sentence and then I'll take my finger off the record button. And then I will record the next sentence by pressing the record button with my finger. When I'm done, I take my finger off, and so on and so forth. And the reason I'm sharing that strategy with you is because that allows your videos to be really fluid and not have big gaps in between your sentences. And so it allows me to say a sentence, stop recording, and then press the record button, say another sentence, stop recording. And I think that that's really important when you're delivering up content because as we know, we live in just this goldfish society where after 4 or 5 seconds, people are just scrolling on to the next video. And so we don't want a lot of that dead space in between our sentences. So just wanted to give you that tidbit. And then also, as you'll see, I added captions. I did that as well through the Instagram Reel app. So you're on Instagram, you go to record a reel, you record the reel, you add the captions right from the reel. And then you'll see on this screenshot, I did go ahead and I added in a photo of the book. And this was really easy to do as well. Again, I just used the Instagram app. So there's no fancy editing here. I did everything in Instagram, just recorded the video, added the captions, added that screenshot of the book so they could see what they would be getting if they commented downsize. And in this video, I did use a call to action for them to comment downsize because as I mentioned, I do have a ManyChat automation running so that if somebody is listening to that video and then they comment the word downsize, what it's going to do is it's going to automatically direct message them with my link to download the book. And so it's just a great way to streamline that process. And this also allows you to automate the fulfillment of these free items that you're giving people as your lead magnet. And you'd be surprised too. I've been doing this now for 7 months, 7, 8 months, and I will get people that comment on a reel from 7 months ago and ask for whatever that was I was offering up. So this works, not just in the moment, but it works over time as well. I also believe that the more you do it, the more engagement you're going to get. So really cool. I'm going to take you now and show you the book. I know doing videos is not comfortable. Like nobody likes to do them. And what I know though is that it is a really incredible lever in your business. It's what I call one of those tiny hinges that's going to swing open a massive door for you. But trust me, I get it. I don't like the way I look, the way I talk, the way whenever I watch back my videos, I'm like, oh, cringe. But you know what? It's impactful, it's effective. And here's the reality. If someone wants to do business with me and I show up at their house, here's who I am. And so I always think of it in that regard as well. Cool. Thank you, Kathleen, for giving Video School and for bizvideoschool.com. Very cool. And I'm happy to do, sometimes I don't know how how basic to make these calls. And so if we're wanting like a pretty basic overview on, for instance, how I create my Instagram content, I'm happy to do it because I've definitely been through a lot of trial and error. I've done a lot of it. And so I'm sure there are some tips and tricks I could share with you, but I know your time is valuable. And so let me know if that would be helpful. Drop it in the comments. I'm happy to do a call on, just recording videos, maybe using green screen to record videos. Happy to do that as well. All right, so here is the book that we are going to offer up as an item of value. And I'm gonna give you the Canva template link to this, okay? So guess what that means? That means that you can change whatever you don't like. That means that you can say, if you say, Kayla, I hate the color green, you can go make it blue. Whatever you wanna do, you have at it. I'm going to give it to you. You're going to have it so that you can do whatever you would like with this book. You'll see here that I did put some contact information on the bottom. You can delete that. If you don't want contact information in this, you can delete that contact information. Obviously, if you're going to use this book, you want to change it to at least delete my information, right? Because you don't want that out there. But here's a guide for baby boomers on how to downsize and maximize their home value. And it's really simple. What I did is I created it in Canva. When I created it in Canva, I exported it to Heyzine, which is what you see here. In fact, I think Evelyn on today's call gave me this resource almost a year ago. It's the coolest thing. It makes PDFs fun. And so essentially every time they interact with it, you hear like a page swipe. It's pretty cool. We've got a table of contents. I have an introduction page. Again, you don't need this. If you want to delete it, you can. I would definitely use it though. If it were me, I would use it because I think it adds some personality and some character, just kind of showing who you are. And then it goes through why is downsizing an important step, the benefits of downsizing. It goes through some common downsizing frustrations, some challenges. And what this is this is incorporating all of the things that ChatGPT told me were the 10 frustrations, the 10 desires, the 10 fears, and it's incorporating all of that into this book. And so you're kind of giving them the information, the guide on what this next chapter is going to look like. Some fears when downsizing, some tips for efficient decluttering and organization. I love the 4-box method. When decluttering, use the 4-box method. Label the boxes keep, donate, sell, discard. And the systematic approach helps you categorize items efficiently and make decisions more easily. So I thought that was pretty cool. This could even be a video, right? You could even make a video saying, hey, would you like the 3 tips for efficient decluttering and organization? Comment, downsize, and get your free guide. So you could take portions of this book and make more content out of it, is what I'm saying. And then we do have a highlight here on the Cash Plus offer program. As we're seeing more baby boomers accept this offer, especially because of the repair component, I think it's so important to give them this offer right within the book so that they can see it, they can start to familiarize themselves with it. But the important thing is it's not like super salesy, right? We're not like throwing up sell your home with me. We're just giving them another option, another solution, and kind of working it in. Most baby boomers know they can list their house on the open market, and most baby boomers know they can get a cash offer. But the Cash Plus program is pretty darn unique and gives them another item of consideration as they're transitioning, making that journey. If that home needs a little repair, update, refresh, whatever it might be, then we can potentially accomplish that for them, maximize the return on the open market. And so this is the guide, and it's very simple, pretty straightforward, but you can see that it would be a cool thing to give somebody in exchange for their contact information. And Soledad said, what is the name of the site you changed the book from Canva to? It's called Heyzine, and I'm gonna show you how I did it just in a moment. You're gonna be like, whoa, that was so easy. Okay, so I'm in Canva. I have my baby boomer guide here. And as I mentioned, you can go in and you can upload your photo. So let's say that that's your photo. You could just swap it out just like I did there. Super simple. And oh, by the way, if you ever need help or further training on how to use Canva, how to edit graphics, how to post them on social media, all of that jazz, we offer a social media class once a month. It's led by Kai here at Zoodealio, and she's phenomenal at these things. So I would encourage you to attend that. I will drop that in the when I send this out as an email. I will include Kai's social media class on there so that if you're interested in attending that, you can register and attend that. She's phenomenal. And there's, usually it's a small crowd, so if you need to kind of delve in on some of the fundamentals, she has the ability and the resources to help you do that. Okay, so here's the book, and very straightforward. Like I mentioned, you can come in here and let's say you don't like this green and you wanted to change it, to blue. You could do that. And then if you just click this change all button, then it'll change all of the pages. So it's really simple. Easy to edit is what I'm saying. So if there's something that you want changed, don't let that stop you. Just change away. All right. And then when you've made your edits, at the very least, you're going to delete my information and put your information in here. When you've made your edits and you want to export this into Heyzine as a flip book, you just come over here to share, and then you're going to come down here to more. Okay, so I'm going to click more, and then it says, how would you like to publish? And it's in here if I search around for it, but I'm just going to type in Heyzine. And as soon as I typed in Hey, it found it for me, and then you just click Heyzine. And then you just click save. And what it's going to do is it's going to export my design into Heyzine. So it's preparing the design. And so you'll see here, it's telling me your design's been saved. So I can continue editing in Canva, or I can view in Heyzine Flipbooks. And that's what I want to do. So I'm going to hit view in Heyzine Flipbooks. And this is going to pop up. It's usually pretty quick, well, there you go. You saw it in real time. It was super fast. And so now here it is in Heyzine, and there's different things I can do in here if I would like. So for instance, I could change the page effect if I wanted to. I could make it look more like a book if I wanted to do that, or a magazine. Pretty cool. Definitely a neat experience and a little bit more fun than just a PDF download, right? We've been kind of playing around with it here at Zoodealio for a bit, and we really love the interactiveness of it. This is free. Heyzine is free. I do pay for the slightly upgraded version so that I can remove their logo and put my logo on things, but you don't need to. You can really get away with the free version if you would like. And then, here's the beauty, what I believe is the true beauty of this. So oftentimes when we have a solution, so for instance, we have the Cash Plus product, right? We have our cash offers that we can source from Zoodealio. But oftentimes, if it's just all about get this cash offer, it comes across a little salesy and less advisory and less consultative. And so what I love about working our offering into, for instance, this guide on baby boomers and their transition to downsizing, I love it because it's just being that solutions provider. And we're really in the world of optionality. It is no longer just that one size fits all approach to selling your home, and with many things. And what we know is consumers like a few options. They like to know what those options are. And I truly believe that, once consumers are presented with the information, they're going to make the decision that's best for them. And it's all about just being the one that comes to them with the different solutions and being confident and being able to help them with whatever solution it is that they ultimately end up needing. So I'm going to take you now and show you one last thing. Okay, so I'm unable to copy and save the link. Okay, I'm not sure if there's anything extra I can do to make that link copyable. Let me try. Nope, that didn't work. I'm going to give it to you again. I can always email it to you if for some reason you can't grab it out of there. And then when we email out the recap of this video, I'll be sure to include it in there, and that way you've got it one way or another. And then the last thing I want to show today is the mini chat automation. Essentially what this is all about is when I post that reel on here, you know, I can choose whatever post it's going to be. Then what's going to happen is when someone comments the word downsize, they're going to get this message. When they comment on that post or a video reel that I select, if they comment the word downsize, what's going to happen is they're going to automatically get a message, and that message is going to automatically give them the ability to download the book. So great way to automate the sequence if you would like. And then one last step, once you've done all of that and they comment, then of course, then your job is to reach out to them, to make contact, to learn more about their situation, their needs, their desires, their fears, their challenges. And you're going to want to add them to Blast so you can keep them in that long-term nurture where they're getting the update of their home value as well as the update of those cash offers and how they change over time. So there you have it. There's a simple automation that you can use to really target the baby boomer demographic as they're contemplating this major life change and downsizing. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I just want to remind you that conversations equal closings. And what we really believe here at Zoodealio is that cash offers can really create some cool conversations. So as you're out there this week and you're in your business, you're working, remember you have access to all the cash offers that are available in your market. If you ever need anything, we are here for you. Our offers team, our support team, if you're needing help with Zaps, if you're needing help with automations, we want to help you as much as we possibly can. So please reach out, and thank you so much for being here. I will see you in a couple weeks. And if you use this automation, if you use this book, I would love your feedback. Let me know how it works for you. All right, I'll see you in a couple weeks.